Hello, my name is Dr. Prashant Upadhyay and I welcome you all on this course of Introduction to Python Programming and its application. Okay, so next we will be talking about the selection of a data frame with the LOC and iloc. So when we are talking about the LOC and the iloc, these are the two methods used in the Python for selecting the data frame. So LOC refer to the label based and iloc refer to the integer based indexing. Okay, so these are the two methods that we can use, and as we are aware that this data frame is a two-dimensional, so you can select a subset of a rows or a column like using a numpy notation we have got, either using the axis label like we are talking about the LOC, okay, or if we are talking about the integer, we are saying that iloc. So you can select it based on the either it can be a label based or the integer based. So we will going to see it first with the help of an example what this LOC and iloc is. Start with an application that now we are talking about the student, in which we have to take the marks of the student. Okay, so I'm talking about the 4 student. So I'm talking about the Atharv, I'm talking about the Prashant, I'm talking about the Sheetal, and I'm talking about the Rakesh. These are the 4 students in a class, and now we are talking about their subject. So let's say I'm talking about the chemistry, then I have got a math, then I'm talking about the physics, and then I'm talking about the bio. And let's say I'm taking the marks of the student in this. I'm taking arbitrary number. Okay, so 82, 85, 95, 90, 75, 95, 97, 60, 90, 90, 80, 85, 95, 85, 95, 90, and let's say 95 again. Okay, so you can see that this matrices, so we have got a 4 rows here and we have got a 4 columns here. So it will be of 4 cross 4 matrices. Okay, so we have to develop this data frame, and then we will going to see that how we can perform the LOC and iloc operation on it. So let's say first we will going to define the marks. Okay, so I'm writing the marks. So I will be creating a marks in such a way. Okay, so let's say I'm writing 82, 85, 95, 95 and 90. Then again I will be creating 75, student number 2, 75, 95, 97, 60, then student number 3, 90, 80, 85, 95, then student number 3, student number 1, 2, 3, and now student number 4. So we are talking about the 85, 95, 90 and again 95, and we will going to run this. So we have got a marks. So let's see how the marks we are getting. So this is the output I'm getting. It is 85, 82, 85, 95, 90, 75, 95, 97, 60, 90, 80, 85, 95, 85, 95, 90, 95. Now what I have to do is that I have to use the command that I want to convert this into a data frame. So I'm saying let's say this is the result I'm talking. Result equal to pd dot data frame. Then I will going to write here marks. Then I will going to write the index equal to, so in index what I'm saying, I'm talking about the Atharv, Prashant and Sheetal. So I will be writing here Atharv, Prashant, Sheetal and Rakesh. And then what I'm doing is I want to give the columns, that what are the columns. So my columns are my chemistry, so I'm writing CHEM chemistry, then math, then I have got physics, then I have got bio, and then we will going to run it. So we will going to see what the results I'm getting. I'm getting the results. So you can see that I have created this matrix. Okay, this is somewhat same. Atharv 82, 85, 95, 90, Prashant 75, 95, 97, 60, Sheetal 90, 80, 85, 95, and Rakesh 85, 95, 90, 95. Now I will going to erase this one because we have already created this matrices. Now coming to this, what I have to do is that suppose I want to use the location based because now I am on the location based. So I have to find out that what is present at the particular location. For example, I will be using a result because I have stored it in the result. So result dot loc. Okay, so let's say I want to talk about the author. Okay, so I can write here author and I will going to run it. Here you can see that it is saying that I'm accessing this author, and now it is saying me that author has got a 82 marks in chemistry, 85 marks in mathematics, 95 in physics, and 90 in the bio. And what is the name? The name was author, and the data which I am getting, because it is the integer type, so I am getting a d type as a int 64. Okay, similarly if I want to use, let's say I want to talk about the Sheetal, so you can see that I will be able to access the marks of the Sheetal. So Sheetal is 90, 80, 85, 95. Okay, now what I will be doing, suppose I want to access the marks of Atharv and Sheetal, so I will be getting the marks of Atharv and Sheetal. So I have accessed the location of Atharv and Sheetal, and now if I write this command Atharv and Sheetal, I am getting the marks for the Atharv and Sheetal respectively. Okay, let's say I want to compare only the marks of Atharv, Sheetal for the physics. So I will going to give here phy. Let me see it whether I am getting the output or not. So you can see that I have got compared. Now what I am saying that I have got a Atharv and Sheetal. I want to access from here row Atharv and row Sheetal, and I want to access from the column the physics marks of it. Okay, so you can see that Atharv is here, Sheetal is here, and they are having a marks of 95 and 85. Okay, so we have not touched the Prashant and Rakesh is present. Okay, and other marks are also there, but we have not touched it. So this is the LOC operation. Now we will going to show you the what the iloc, that is the integer based indexing mean. Okay, so let's say I'm writing here result again, result dot iloc, and here what I have to do, let's say I'm writing here author, ATHARVA, author. Okay, and I will going to run it. So you can see that it is giving me the error. Okay, why it is giving me an error? It's saying it is a type error, cannot index by the location index. Okay, so first we were doing the LOC, that is was the label based. We have whatever the label we have defined, whether it is a author or a physics or a chemistry, these are the labels we have defined. So we were accessing the data with the help of a label. But when we are talking about the integer based means we have to pass the number only. Okay, so what we have to do, we have to pass here the integer based keys only. So let's say if I run it result iloc 0, so I will get the answer here. Okay, so here you can see what is present at the 0. If you go back, you can see that author, we are talking about this indexing. Okay, now you can see this is my indexing I am talking about. So this is my 0 index, this is my index number 1, this is my index number 2, this is my index number 3. So if I am writing here iloc 0, so I am referring to the index number 0, and what is the index number 0? Index number 0 is the author. Now I am talking about, let's say 2. So you can see that I will be able to access the 2 means Sheetal. I am talking with respect to the Sheetal. If I write here 3, I will be able to access the Rakesh. Okay, and if I write here 4, let's say, though we don't have, okay, so we will be getting the error, and what the error I am getting, will be getting the error that single position the indexer is out of bound, because we don't have the integer bit location for the 4. So I am getting this iloc error. Okay, so I hope the difference between the LOC and iloc is clear to you. Okay, even if we want to give the, let's say we can give the integer, we can play with the integer. Okay, so let's say I want to access the author. Okay, so let me go back here. Okay, and now if I just for the sake of understanding, what I can say is that this is my 0, this is my 1, this is my 2, this is my 3. Okay, and let's say I am talking about this is my 0, this is my 1, this is my 2, this is my 3. Okay, now if I write here iloc 1 1 comma 1, so what output I will be getting, let's see. Okay, you can see that when I'm referring to the 1 comma 1, so let's draw it here. Okay, so this is my 0, this is my 0, this is my 1, this is my 2, this is my 3, this is my 0, this is my 1, this is my 2, this is my 3. So I'm saying 1 and 1, so I'm referring to this. And what is this? Here if you can find that my Prashant mathematics marks were present, so I'm getting a Prashant. Okay, this is my Prashant and this is my math, and here what marks was present, the mathematics marks was present. Okay, so let's say if I'm writing here 1 and then I'm saying 1 comma 2. Okay, so what I'm doing here now, if you can see that what I'm doing, I'm talking about the first, this one. Okay, I'm talking about this one, and now I'm talking about the 1 and 2. What is the 2? 2 is the physics. Okay, so we will be talking about this and this part. Okay, so let me run it. So I will be getting the output as a Prashant. I will be getting the Prashant math and the physics marks. Let changes, instead of 1 comma 2, let's give it 2 comma 1, and we will going to see what output we are getting. So first we were getting the math and physics, and now let's check what we are getting. Okay, now you can see that first we are getting the location of 2, that is the physics and math. When we have given 1, that means we are talking with respect to the row, and then when we have given 1 comma 2, so first we were saying row 1 column 1 and row 1 column 2. So it was printing your math marks and then your physics mark of Prashant only. So this was the Prashant. So we were talking about the Prashant only, and here we have given 2 comma 1. So now we are saying that Prashant second. What is the second? That is, we are talking about the physics, and then we are talking about the first. What is the first column? First column is your math. Okay, so output now we are getting with respect to the Prashant physics marks and then the math. So both indexing function work with the slicing in addition to the single label or a list of labels. Okay, thank you. I hope you have enjoyed this lecture and have understand what the LOC and ILOC in the pandas mean. Thank you.